I call this one day at a time for 365 days. The following are 2 pages, a year apart from my personal journal. The first one is on January 9th, 2015. The day of his birth, October 24th, 1991. I remember details. Lots and lots of details. I remember his birth and every moment of his beautiful baby body. What he smelled like. My intense, fierce love for him. I held him skin to skin. And I remember that feeling today, how he felt. Exactly how he felt. How much I loved him and all of the wishes and dreams I had for him. January 9th, 2015. I remember all of the years of sickness. Still intense love. Love like no other words can ever explain. Hopes, dreams, love. Being sad so many times because he was sick. Then came emotional struggles, my heart breaking with every single illness, with every single emotional and behavioral issue, my heart breaking with every single law issue, dropping the bar every single time. He's alive. The child that I love is alive. He breathes. That was my only consolation and hope a few times. I could see the path we were heading down. I still remembered how that newborn felt against my skin, how his head smelled, and his breathing amazed me. This path of destruction for this child man who's my son. You want to stop the train from wrecking everything. You want it to stop and keep smashing into everything that you love and tearing at your heart every single time. The phone rings and you hear his voice. Come to the hospital. You don't have to ask why, you know why. You're numb. You want it to be a bad dream. You want it to be someone else's life. Some poor person that you don't know. Someone who couldn't possibly love their son as much as you do. You pray that your husband will come. You walk into the hospital and ask for him. You see how the receptionist knows. You want to die. You want to scream, I've tried everything. I've loved him with everything I have. She doesn't know. Everybody has a story. They bring you into him, shocking you that they've stopped doing so much for him. There's barely anyone around. As a nurse, it shocks you that they're not attending to him more. Acutely, he's so gray, so gray. You search your mind for anyone that has ever been that gray. Nothing registers in your mind, as a nurse maybe, but you can't find it in your recollection. My own Mimi died in my arms. She was never gray. What does this mean? Why doesn't it compute? You wait weakly in the chair next to him, gray. They're warming him. His legs and his body is mottled. You've seen that. That's bad. You've seen this with death. No one seems alarmed. You pray that they're going to look at you and say, it's his eosinophilic esophagitis again. He has food impacted. He needs to go to the OR. You know that's not what happened today. You see his vital signs and they're bad. You've seen worse. New nurse comes in and she has kind eyes. I'm grateful for that. Gray starts to turn pink with rash and sweating. Mottled legs slowly return to color. They replace potassium that's very low, causing cardiac arrhythmias. I sit there thinking, I love his heart. I saw it beating when it was an 8-week fetus. I loved it. I've loved that heart for 23 years so fiercely, and it almost stopped beating in an apartment that smelled like cat pee while he was all alone. His heart was broken, and he didn't care that he was going to literally break his heart, and that his son would grow up to hear that his father died in his mother's house. I wonder if my own heart would stop if his did. How would my heart keep beating with that pain? How? I can't find my husband. My precious daughter comes, I feel guilty. Guilty that I dragged her out of her warm apartment and from her sick little baby. She hugs me. I love her. She strengthens me. She cracks some jokes. My heart will keep beating. It's just broken. I send her home. He improves. He doesn't know how much he hurts us. He still blames us. He blames everyone. He's hurt. He has demons. This man who was my beautiful baby hurts. And I never could, and I still can't fix it. The doctor comes in and gives us a piece of paper. He tells him to stop using drugs and to get help or he'll die. I ask him for slipper socks because it's cold out with snow and ice on the ground. He was found with no shoes or socks on. We drive home, bad night. I feel like God is prepping me for him to die. He's whispering, he might die. You will feel like you have died and you will still live. I hate it. I hate all of it. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed that I can't help him. I'm ashamed that I can't tell people. I feel judged and I know I'm not. I don't want to judge him. I don't want people to hate him. I judge him. I hate him. I love him. He's my baby and I want to dissolve. I want to run down the road and never stop running. January 9th, 2016. When I read back on my journal from last year, I feel like I'm reading from someone else's story. If someone told me last year that today I would be sitting here grateful for 11 months of recovery while my son shared his experience, strength, and hope with David Muir for an interview, I would have thought they were crazy. His recovery and the recovery of our family is a blessing that I will never underestimate. I bought 8 lottery tickets last night on the 8th of January because Hope on Haven Hill got our variance for 8 women and 8 babies.
Woo! Yeah!
I figured if it was being drawn on the anniversary date of the worst day of my life, I was bound to win. It might be lucky, and if I do, I will open up Hope on Haven Hill within a month, and I'm going to open up both recovery centers around here.
Woo!
I'm going to take New Hampshire from being 49th in the country for treatment to the 1st in the country with this winnings. I'm grateful that Kenny S. sent me his graduation picture from the scholarship rehab today as well. And this January 9th is much different than the last. This 9th I'm grateful, I'm blessed, and I might be lucky as well.